Here we go. Holy shit. Episode 181. And seriously, fair income. I'm exhausted. Taz is ready to go to bed after his PS post-stroke. Marto's up and about because fair income, he hates the woke society we're living in at the moment. And I tell you what, all Pezz can just think about is the Kickstarters. 3 from 3, boys. Bangity bang.
Boom, boom, boom.
Absolutely.
Now, we say, Tassie, small fish are sweet, but they were very extra sweet last Saturday, weren't they, big boy? 3 from 3.
They were indeed.
You got us home in a third, mate.
They weren't just small fish. It was just like we caught a school of fish. You know what I mean? We just threw the line in. You know how sometimes when you throw the line in, you put a couple of hooks on?
Yep.
Well, each hook connected, and it was bang, bang, bang.
Now,
money in the bank, nothing wrong with it.
We're not going to talk about women jockeys or Australia Day until the end, but please stick around for the whole show because fair dinkum, we've got one antagonizer in one corner. We'll call him the heavyweight champion in Tassie. And he's fighting the red corner in Marto, and Pezz is right in the middle going, oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I tell you what, Marto loves a woke society, and we love a Kuyanagi. Looks above average. It looks like, what is it in Taz? $11 in a blue diamond.
Yeah, pre-race it was 50s, now it's at 11s. So
Pezz might have a little bit of a touch of that, because Jesus Christ, I put the whole bank on it, Taz, and with 300 to go, my son got the shock of his life because Pezz walks out half naked, absolutely pulling his pud. How easy was it?
That was an easy watch.
It was an easy watch.
It was an easy watch.
Now, talking about a hard watch, Berman.
Oh, my God. Was never going to win.
Never going to win.
But you know what, though? It comes down to the last 100 because I did query Super Aussie and the trip. B Hunter was a bit of a shock that he was there, but Bermudez was always going to see the trip.
Well, we sort of
better than it was the way he overtook them. I just think the front two are out of gas, and Bermudez still had enough in him.
I think we saw with the Moonee Valley bias of Flemington, which you never see.
Oh,
yeah.
Beekeeper did find the lane. That was the lane where Beekeeper was, and
mate, it set it up for the day. They always win down the outside of the Flemington Straight. They were winning on the rail all day long. What was going on?
They're usually coming down the centre. You know, they're usually 3 or 4 off, 5, 6 off. But tell you what,
last Saturday,
how good was the Bot Waterhouse sprinter on the rail? 1 by 3 and never gave him a look in. It was amazing.
Never.
But Daniel Snell was pretty honest third. And Jan and Bell, I'm sorry, guys, we went over the ditch. It was absolutely horrible in the Wellington Cup. Didn't get the 2 miles, so Pezz was very upset. But the Tazz is back.
Yep. I said it was all about the King the week before, and I said this week it'll be about Emperor.
Yep.
And it was. And perfectly ridden, to be honest, because I didn't – look, I'll be honest, I didn't think it would map the way that it did. But having said that, they all sort of fanned across, and it was like there was a group of them coming, and it was like, are we going to get there? We're going to get there.
They're all coming, but
it kept building. It built momentum, and it just Jimmy Orman, we got one. He got his double.
It was
so not only did we get the 3, we got the Kickstarters. We got my Fister, but I also had a little sneaky double.
Oh,
I had a couple of other ones where Jimmy let me down, I'll be honest, but it was a good day.
It was a great day.
Good on you.
And then Taz, I'm a bit disappointed on the page. The PaLTI Familiar didn't get around you, but you went 3 from 4 on the Sunday, which got me back a couple of hundred from $11.
Yeah, I had a good day again.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. You got nothing to do, which I've had a lot of nothing to do.
Right.
And they just aligned. I mean, I really did like Van Roy. I thought that was a shoo-in because I remember it from 2 weeks ago or 2 starts ago in South Australia. Yeah, we got lucky.
We got but anyway, get around him. Well done, Tazzy.
Taz on fire.
Elephant in the room, Marto. Elephant in the room. How you going, Taz? A week or 2 weeks after the fact that you were nearly not with us.
I'm at. I got clearance. I spoke to the OT today. I'm allowed to go back to work on the 5th of Feb. It'll be a gradual return, so she wants me doing 3 days a week.
Right.
And I'll do that for 2 weeks. So work's good with that. So that was today. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. I don't have an appointment. I've got another appointment. I'm literally going there every week, every
Okay.
day. Monday, I'm seeing a dietitian there.
Oh, yeah.
But the speech therapist just told me I've got to practice my S's
Okay.
because that's where I sound a bit lispy.
Sister Sally at 66 to
Yeah.
1.
That's it. No, I'm good. I mean,
Penny
there's a
calendar.
thing they call
Yeah.
there's a thing that they call stroke fatigue.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just a Mediterranean term for nanny nap, siesta.
oh.
But yeah, so during the day, I do have a little bit of a
The
nap.
Spanish, you got it right, haven't they, with that little siesta? Isn't that a
Oh,
luxury?
Absolutely.
Have a
right.
little
the
nap in
best.
the afternoon after you've had a
Knock
couple
off at
of
4
wines.
o'clock for a nap.
It's the best. My blood pressure's down at
Good.
normal levels,
Good.
about 120. So they checked it today. So but I'm
Talking
taking
about
drugs
blood
for
pressure
that.
down, the Phantom no good last week. He was going for 4 in a row in Melbourne, but it was a tough day. The French bird knocked everybody out of the quaddy, didn't with the 67 to 1.
Massive.
Yeah.
Huge.
He's here for 6 months. Anyway, we're going to talk about the female jocks a little bit later. Roic, Enchanted Bell, thanks, Pezz. Well done. Yeah, it was a pretty horrible run. That was great. Well done, Pezz. But Courier and Uggy, a very good horse. Thinking about Galaxy, Taz.
They're still around. They're still there. They're still there.
hanging
Just
in.
let us know if you are sneaking in a deposit. There's nothing wrong with letting us know. So for all those people that are still using them, whilst they're using everyone else, when you're topping up, send a little message across and let us know because we'll see what we can do for you.
Because if you do want to top up or if you want to get involved, I reckon I could get you matched anything up to 100 skin. So if you want to throw 100 in, I'll get you 100 matched. So that gives you 200.
Who doesn't love a bonus bet?
That's it.
Bit of extra free money to muck around with. Lukey loves a free bet.
I just wish I had the technology to
turn it up.
When I come back to Australia, I'm coming back soon, I think, boys. But when I do, I'm going to put a bit of money into this production. I tell you what, if we get Luke in 4K, just revving his ute, like I'll tell you what, this will wake
stereo
up
Dolby sound.
Yeah. The Kickstarter, that's what it's all about. The Kickstarter.
Can I just say something about Luke before we go? Just one quick thing. I read something earlier, and I think it's applicable to most of us.
Okay.
It says there is nothing better than an ice cold beer, especially one after one. So just think of there's nothing better than having an icy cold beer after having an icy cold beer.
Right.
I totally agree.
And I think, Luke, I've seen you having a few beverages today on Facebook. Good on you. I wish I could have one too. Sorry, that's all I wanted to say.
No, I think I saw a photo of him on the social media there. He's got his dog. On his hat, and he's got the pot in front of him. Like, you prick. Well done, Lukey.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, Marto, this is what the analytics are all pointing to. Everyone's just coming in for the Kickstarters, and you found one. And I hope you're not sitting on the fence.
Not sitting on the fence with this one. I'll tell you what, Switzerland. Mum was a Group 3 winner in America. Chris Waller has been very, very quiet with his 2-year-olds. Have you noticed?
Yes.
He didn't really have a big carnival up in Magic Millions. I think he's waiting to unleash for Slipper Carnival. And this is one of them. Kieran McAvoy's ridden him in 2 trials, and they're very, very quiet trials, well held. He really didn't let him go, but he's finishing forward. I think they're really going to let him go in this one. A lot of speed in this horse, a lot of muscle, and he's just ready to explode. Okay. $3.20, I think, is a gift to start the day.
Okay, there we go. Randwick Way, somewhere in Switzerland.
Nice.
Not sitting on the fence is Taz either. I've actually black booked this from its last run. The Valley, race 2, number 4, CU7. How good was it?
And realistically, it's only got to run up to that type of run and maybe just go that little bit 10 or 15 metres earlier, then it wins.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's a gifted ride for an apprentice as well. So I think it does win.
Okay.
I'm not going to say too much. It's just as far as I'm concerned, it's a good price. It was huge first up.
Very, very, very ordinary race.
It is.
Yes.
It is
A lot of horses that have had a lot of effort, a lot of tries.
Yes. Pezz has found one for you too, a bit like Marto. I've gone for one on debut up at the sunny coast because obviously Australia Day tomorrow. We won't mention the war to Marto or Taz, but anyway, it is Australia Day tomorrow and they're racing at Eagle Farm. So we're going to the sunny coast. Race 2, number 3, shows a sign on debut for Paddy Webster. And who doesn't love Bubba Toohey? 480 on debut. Absolutely killed him in a trial at Toowoomba. And when they trial at Toowoomba and win by a lot, it's hard to get this price. But there is a hot pot in the race called one of the Magic Millions lead to set or set to lead or something. Mickey Rod rode it. Really good on debut. It's going to be on pace. But I tell you what, from one, we're going to be stalking him. And I tell you what, shows us it's got a little bit of a turn of foot. It's a little bit exciting, this one from Paddy Webster. And we get.
Do you know there's a common theme? We've got a common theme going on, boys.
What do we got?
Switzerland. So S. CR7, the S shows a sign. Again,
phonetically,
S.
we're all S's.
Any calendar will be able to fit.
So it's
there's your
shows a sign.
There's your stroke, there's your stroke stuff right there.
That's what I mean. It's just interesting. Because I'm trying to say the words whilst I'm trying to write them down. Yeah. I'm definitely going to have something on them. I'll get on them tonight once we finish on the show. Yep. I just thought Switzerland, CR7 shows a sign. Hang on.
There you go.
SSS.
They're helping you out. There's a bit of
Thank you. Thank you for the therapy.
All up on the Kickstarters this week, aren't we?
Even if you take it a double.
Hey, Marto, we've pushed into dangerous boundaries here with the percentage win rate.
Absolutely. Well, you and I were 3 from 3, and Taz joined the party last week.
Me and Marto are going for the double hat trick.
Yes.
And Taz's gone 2 from 4. He's going for.
He's here with us too.
He's 2 from 4, Taz. So
me
and Marto have gone 3 from 3, and Taz's gone 2 from 3. So
I think
wow.
Nathan Light ties figures there.
Unbelievable. So get on the Kickstarter, boys. Okay,
let's go.
The Phantom's up and about this week, boys. You know, unbelievable. He's gone very short in the Moonee Valley, so he's going to make Taz happy. But
about time.
He's gone pretty wide at Randwick, Marto. And why has he gone wide at Randwick, Marto? Do you know?
It is wide open. Most of those races are 5 to 1 the field.
Okay.
You have to go wide at Randwick.
He's gone 3-4-7 in the first leg, which is the 3-4-7, 1-2-5 in the second. 3-8-11 is in the big Australia Stakes race, Tazzy.
Oh,
and
3 out in the Australia Stakes.
And that's the race I reckon he could have gone 1 out.
Oh.
1 out.
He could have gone 1 out.
So, Curran, 23 skins?
It's a non-winner, but it's got to win sooner or later.
Okay. No. So which one? Which one are you going to tell us, Taz?
V8.
Oh, right.
V8.
Yeah, I don't know.
1 out. I mean, that's me. And, you know, like if V8 wins, I want you all to know that I will go in and bag the Phantom.
Don't you think recommendations just rock hard?
Recommendations, absolutely.
Yes, just rock hard. Rock hard.
Yep.
You know, when you
rock hard doesn't mean
when you rock hard and you're ready.
Yeah, it's going purple.
And then you blow your load real quick and it's all over. And V8 keeps going the distance.
The Phantom's thrown in the really good fresh record.
The Phantom's thrown in the Bennett horse down the bottom in Southport Tycoon because you just never know with the Bennett horses at the moment. Tazzy, you wouldn't believe the Bennett strike rate in the last month. You want to know the win percentage for Bennett horses?
Yeah, hit me with it. I bet you it's about
40%. 7%.
Is that because he's had 3 runners and 2 of them have won?
No, I think he's 5 from 8. So fucking amazing.
Still not bad going.
It's crazy.
He's got one in this weekend too, hasn't he? I don't know if it's tomorrow.
Southport Tycoon, first up. So watch out, 10 skins. Hopefully we knock off V8 and recommendation. You never know what happens at the Valley.
Better value in the Moonee Valley Quarty.
And then we've gone 2-4-6-8. God Sue sensation in the last as well. So for Bennett.
Yeah.
My mate's
that's what I was going to say.
Good luck, mate. Hopefully you're in the winner's bar on Saturday afternoon after the last race. How good would that be? $10.80 gets you 10%, Marto.
Not bad at all. What's that, 108 combination?
Big man's just gone mental here, Taz. Mental.
Wide.
5 by 4. How many connections is that, Marto?
It looks like about 500
There we
combinations.
go. Marto loves the
600.
connections. He likes the 500. He
5 5s are
knows.
25 times 5 is 125 times 4 is 600. Bang.
Unbelievable. Can you believe
Thank
it?
you.
What?
Unbelievable. 6.
5% is half of
500.
10, and if it was 10%, it would be $50. So that's 500
Yeah,
combinations.
500 it is.
I reckon if you get
5
it, though,
5s
it's
are
going to pay a
25,
lot more than
5 5s are
$500.
125 times 4 is 500. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bang. Big.
So
You know why it's not.
we're looking at a really hard race here, Taz.
Yeah, we are, and I'm not even going to go through the numbers. But
This
all
is
I'm
the
going to
first
say,
leg. First leg, race number 7. 1, 2, 6, 8, 11. He's got Tamerlane into You Called It, into Wahaha Falls, into the Zoom Tiger, into, of course, is 11 scratched? Maybe it is.
oh, better for us.
Oh, better.
11's
Might be a
out.
little bit cheaper.
Better for everyone. Absolutely.
There we go.
4 by 5 by 5 by 4.
By 5. What's that, Taz?
Well, 5 5s are 25.
Oh. 4
Right,
by
5 4s, 100, 40.
There we go.
400.
440, 20 bucks.
Well,
Better,
I reckon.
20
I reckon if the
20
11
bucks.
is out,
What's that?
I wouldn't be disgraced in adding the 13 into this leg. Cuban Royale, a little bit of a rough.
Tones. Tones.
Hey, it is.
Tones
Hang on,
favourite.
sorry.
Well, Marto is still Tone's favourite, so
Oh, okay.
we,
Right.
of course.
Right. Yeah.
We love the great man.
We're talking about Australian Day. So
Excuse me.
but
It's interesting, though.
It's tough. Right?
Four,
Were we
five,
talking about Zoo Tiger before? Do we think?
Yeah, I like Zoo Tiger in this race.
Yeah.
I really do.
It
Comes up
It's
strong in
again-
my numbers.
Okay.
doesn't it need to lead? It's got to be a leader's track. Is it going to be a leader's track?
Is it though?
Well,
Is it gonna
be a
leader's
Cuban needs it to be not a leader's track, if you know what I mean. But
That's right.
Zoo's
It was
certainly
leaders,
going to put some speed in
leaderish
the
last
race.
time. There wasn't much winning beyond midfield last time they raced at Randwick. I think with the rail this time, I think it's going to play a little bit more fair. Leaderish.
Okay.
They're going to be winning from the front. I think.
Okay.
I think it's just a guess, but who
Marto,
knows?
we're
Mate,
straight into
Caden.
it today. We're not mucking around because we've got lots
No.
to talk about.
Let's do it. Let's move on.
Meat and 2 veg, Mooney Valley Race 6
Meat and
number
2
1.
veg,
Play of the
Ben
day,
Cayen.
says Taz, trolling
Oh
in
my
the
god!
pre
Yeah, good luck with that.
Play of the
Get money
day,
if you lay this one.
as he said. Man Cayen.
Mancan has won here over track and trip, and I tell you what, he gave 6 kilos to his stablemate Zenzella last night and ran on over 1,700, almost caught him. This is simple, mate. Just keep it simple. Back the best horse in the race, Mancan. It looks a pretty average field behind him. I don't see much troubling him. And over this trip, we are going to be running on at Mooney Valley. So let's get on the best horse in the race, Mancan. Boom, $3.60.
Rightio. Marto, we were talking a little bit about the Mar Eustace combination after this weekend, the Australia Stakes.
This is it.
Dave's
This
off
is
the
the last
honkers.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Dave Eustace and the eyebrows.
The best eyebrows.
Taking his eyebrows with him.
It'd be very interesting to see how the Mar Eustace team goes after the Eustace leaves the Mar.
Well,
Yes, it
hopefully
will.
Hopefully,
I mean,
Mar won't
Kieran's
be
no
useless.
slouch.
I know he's no slouch, but Kieran was a bit
Yeah.
like Simon Zart. You know, he was about that level before.
Yes.
But now
Yeah.
they've, you know, he's
Yeah,
like
does one make the other? I know what you're saying.
Chris
Does one
Waller,
make the other
like,
one better?
You know what I mean? He's like the biggest sort of stable
Yes.
in Australia now with ownership, and he's very, very big. But it'd be interesting to see how Davey does. In
Do you reckon
honkers
it
as
was
well.
Do you reckon it was a case of you complete me
Yes.
when they were together?
It
Do you know
could
what I
be,
mean?
It could be.
Yes.
We are going to find out either way.
But I know Kieran,
But it
like
could be.
he could train in his own right. Don't worry about that, Marto. We know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, they've grown a set of eyebrows when Dave joined.
Yes, I did. I agree. He bolstered that stable something
Sure.
exponentially.
Yes.
But yes, it is going to be interesting to see what Kieran Mar does by himself.
Yes.
Although he does have a big team behind him.
Oh,
but,
sorry, small field too, Marto. So we only have to beat 6.
You don't have to be much. No, I said it's a very average field. It's
Yes.
the best horse in the race. Simple as
Yes.
that.
Okay.
2,000 metres at the Valley, you do tend to run on a bit from the back. And I think it's going to be a midfield run, a small field. Doesn't have to get past too many. Let's do it.
talking about the man behind the money, we don't want to run into Taz's cousins on a dark night on a concreting cashy job. We never know.
definitely don't.
Get to 370. What's going on here?
It might be a little bit like Fargo. We might be ending up in the bottom of a pit.
Look, this horse steps up to 2,000 meters. I'm not going to bring them. I'm not going to bring the family members into this.
We're not mentioning names here.
No, we're not. Definitely not. But if you get a tap on the shoulder and you turn around and it looks hairy, you know. Anyway, look, this horse steps up to 2,000. It's going to be right. It's won at the track and at the distance. It after the third, it went and had a trial over 1,000. Tommy Berry actually rode it in a trial, and it did win that trial. I wouldn't be saying that go on the trial form, but I think it's a matter of giving Tommy a little bit of a look in. And I think that, yes, it's up in class, drops in weight, Tommy Berry's on it. I just think it says it's not about the man behind the money. It'll be back it and be the man with the money.
Right.
I'm just wondering, Marto.
Yeah, carry on.
Oh, sorry, no, there's the field right there. So I keep letting
it should be able
press
to get
the
to the
button
front
there
early.
to show us the field.
It's probably going to lead. And I think from barrier 8, I think it is. It should get across a good card across. And if it doesn't lead, it'll probably just position itself up well enough to lead. Because sometimes when they go further distance, the pace of the race slows, so it doesn't have to lead. It can sit just behind. I like it. I like it a lot.
I tell you what, there's a horse in this race that I've backed the last 3 or 4 starts, and I am running in a fucking deficit, and that is called deficit.
Yeah,
it's fucking teased.
So much potential
like you
and
wouldn't
just
believe.
does not deliver.
No jockey, look, maybe a late scratching.
Unknown, yes, could be. Louisville, I think, has run his race. I think he might find this 2,000-meter trip a little bit too far after the prep he's had.
Yep.
So, right in the money there, man behind the money. And you see that's $8 into $3.70. Taz, how much did you put on it?
Yeah, man behind
just
the money.
Two units.
There's no deductions.
2 units.
Just 2 units. Just 2 units.
100 grand a unit.
1.33 units.
That's a big move.
Yeah,
there's no
it is. Look, it's a lot of it's not my money, but
Taz's units are like fucking,
Actually, you know what I've done?
Million.
I've had 2 units, and so has every other cousin of mine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There you go.
There we go. Get on, man, more of the money. Never going to lose now, because I tell you what, there might be some extra concrete and jobs on Monday.
Yeah.
I don't mind the topic, actually. First up, Almania, Dylan Gibbons on board. It's not a bad horse. As you said, class horse on the way up, but of course looking for a little bit further. But anyway, man behind the money. I like the name, though. It's pretty good. Anyway, just a very quick question out of order. Annabelle Action, she seems to be flying up north in Queensland at the moment, but she's got a bit stale down south.
Not so much. Yeah, I think maybe it's a case of taking the best up north for the money carnival up there.
Okay.
But don't worry, mate. She'll be back in about for the
That's what I reckon.
I can never catch Chad Schofield. Welcome back to Sydney Ranks. And I can't ever catch the Snowden. So, Pezz, why not back them both? In race 10, number 7 in Tushy, Pezz is looking for 1 in a row. Come on. Now, Marto's already told me, poisoned me with the top weight in this race. But anyway, Tushy, first up, really good horse, always gives you a run. It'll be probably 3 to 4 pairs back, Marto, and it'll let down at the right time. And with about 150 to go, will look like the winner. Will we hang on? I'm not sure. But it trialled absolutely magically over the 950 up to 1,200. 950 it won with every hoof fucking leg flying in the air. Absolutely brained them. So I think Tushy might have come back the real deal and might be for further riches in the autumn.
Has it got first up form?
Yes. It's had 3 starts, Tazzy, for 1 win and 1 second. So
that's all right. So
usually get your best.
I did give you poison with Junquera, but I'm going to say that she absolutely blew the start last time. So she does have trouble in the barriers, mate.
But she was
chasing
the money up north too, chasing the money up at the Magic Millions.
Yeah, but if you don't jump with them, you're not a chance, are you?
Yeah.
If you're going at
No,
a
I
sprint
just
race,
think-
11 to 1200 meters.
I think she was sort of chasing the money up there, and she sort of had enough. You know what I mean?
Junqueira?
Like she was
Yeah.
set for the Magic Millions.
Oh,
for the
yes.
cash.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
And
I agree.
Is this an
could be
afterthought? Because last start was
Yeah.
a no run. I know I ran
Yeah.
fourth. Like Willow got it to within 3.5 lengths, but he did find a lot of trouble around the bend because it was
He
a
did.
massive
He
hill.
did.
And it was that stupid day when there was fucking everyone making mistakes at the fucking Gold Coast. It was just absolutely ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah, we discussed that last week. Let's not go back into
So
that.
I
But
think
you're right.
Junqueira was a bit of a no runner. So I reckon
Yeah,
this
and it
is a
could
bit
be
of
an
a-
afterthought because she wasn't busted last start. So
Yeah,
she's
that's
still
right.
got a little bit in her. But
Yeah.
maybe it's one run too many. You might be right there too.
Yeah. Taz, any thoughts?
Tough race. I reckon you're on the winner though.
Oh, good
Anything
on you,
that's got anything that's got the first 3 letters, it's TAS.
Oh,
Just sounds
that's
like a winner
right.
to me. Because
Fucking
you call it Tashi, but really they're saying Tass High.
Yeah. It does, yeah.
Good on you.
And yeah, I just think it might be looking at better races coming up too. And all we've got
definitely.
is Wave
I
Raider
reckon-
Boy has been about, and at Marto has sort of been in and about. It's
Yeah.
always around that 20-1. Either or is a good horse. We know it's a good horse, but I just hope Junqueira is a bit of an afterthought. And first up, we're the progressive horse out of
I
the
reckon
race.
you're there. I think this one's coming into autumn. The others
Yes,
are finishing.
that's right.
Yeah, you're
So
right. They're at the end
I
of it.
tend to agree with you.
73 skins. We got around 7 skins last week for the Kickstarter. I got a boost to about $6.18, so I was pretty happy with that. But I won't be knocking 73 back this week. That'll be all right.
Well,
Bloody oath.
I'll be very happy with 73.
Now,
$10
today we've
gets
got
us
2 topics to
730.
talk about. The first topic is a little
Oh,
bit safe.
me.
We're talking about who is the best female jock at the moment in Australia. We got Tassie's favourite on the extreme left-hand side, or it might be the right-hand side for you in the red with the yellow stars. Who's that, Tassie?
Angela Jones.
Angela Jones, a beautiful
Yep.
girl, a girl next door from up in Brisbane.
That's
And then we've
it.
got Marto's fave, who sort of looks a little bit like Tones' ex. I shouldn't say that. Celine, not Celine,
Celine Good.
Carleen.
Colleen
Black
Heppel,
and
yeah,
white.
mate, yeah.
And then
Yeah, I
we've
think he's struggling to put a foot wrong at the moment, although
Yeah. And we've got
yeah.
the beautiful
Come on.
Rachel King there in the deep.
Rachel
Impact.
King, how well she going?
Do you remember Deep Impact as a horse? Went over to
Oh,
win the
really?
Open Trail to come second. But anyway, Deep Impact is an absolute superstar horse over in Japan. Rivaled Equinox in popularity. But Rachel was wearing the silks there, and she won a Group 2 last week in Japan. Well,
Good on her. Well done, Rachel.
She
Jamie
occasionally
Nah,
sneaks them.
gone.
No.
Ooh, 10 meetings out.
Oh,
But-
yes, gone from that way, but not gone as one of the best.
I think she, ever since the injury, Tassie, the fall, she's a shadow.
Well, I thought she was just starting to show
Oh,
signs of her old self again
too,
when she's found that suspension, sort of.
Um,
She's thereabouts. I think she's still on her way back, and we will see better of her. But I agree, Pezz, she's not there yet.
And then we've got
But-
Pezz's favourite at the moment in Carleen. I love Carleen Heffel and Celine Gaudry. One of them is going to ride something on Saturday now, which is amazing because they always ride at the price too. Jamie Carr's
Isn't it?
on the $3.20 sort of fave, which she butchers. And then Carleen and Celine gets these horses home like from the back. Love it. And of course, our favourite, Kayla. Kayla Tassie.
Kayla from the City of the Churches, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kayla Crowther, mind you, I think she's currently second in the premiership over there.
Second to Jakey Tarot. She's 4 behind.
And she does get on a jolly horse quite often.
Yes.
So she gets some really good rides, but doesn't matter how good they are, you still got to get them over the line. And absolutely. So the way you've set it up, you've got my bookends there. I think Angela Jones is on the rise. I think we were looking at her data, and she was about 16%. She gets a lot of Golan rides. She gets a lot of Golan rides as well. And I think that Kayla just doesn't get enough credit for the work that she does. That's it.
So
Jamie
Kayla's really good this season. She's about the same as Angela overall career. which is around the 16%. But it's interesting that Jamie and Rachel King are about 11%. They're about the same strike rate at the moment.
And Rachel, I like it when she gets on a blue battler because occasionally she does.
Yeah, she
Yes.
does.
But with
She gets a lot of those ones,
Jamie,
actually.
I'll tell you something about Jamie. This is my presumption.
Oh,
Jamie Carr was out for a while through an injury, like a good horse, sent to the paddock, injured.
Yep.
Then they come back from the spell. They don't go that good.
right.
They need another preparation. So now that Jamie's got these 10 meetings, 10 weeks, you watch when she comes back, she'll be like a hardened horse ready to go again.
Rock
It's
hard.
got the appetite, rock hard, and she will win race after race. You heard it here
Up the
today,
oats.
Tonight.
Get her off the grass.
I
They've got the feed paddock. They've got the feed bag on with the oats now. She's not allowed to eat grass anymore. Trim her up. Get her ready.
No more. She. I was going to say
it's got a double meaning.
She can't have a bath or anything. She can't have any baby powder or anything. She can't after
She's
a
the
bath.
best.
It'd all be scrutinised, wouldn't it? Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, good luck. Now, Jesus Christ.
Australia Day.
Oh,
Happy Australia Day, guys.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, what have I done?
You haven't done anything wrong. It's just interesting. And the point that we were talking about
what have I done?
Is whether we agree or disagree, because we don't really agree or disagree. It should just be a day that everyone enjoys for whatever reason.
I'll tell you a
But
quick
is it the
story,
minorities
Tazzy.
or the
I remember growing up in Geelong, in the Bronx of Geelong, and there was not one Australian person in the early 70s, the late 70s and the early 80s when I was a kid growing up that celebrated Australia Day because we were Australian. We didn't need to fly the flag. We didn't need to celebrate the day. And it was all you, Taz. It was all you Greeks and
Greeks,
foreign
Italians,
people that were celebrating living in the greatest country in the world, like a lucky country.
The new Australians.
The new Australians. And I remember my old man going to Torquay Back Beach and going, look at all the folks here. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. They were everywhere. Tassie's family was celebrating the fact that they're living in Australia. It was great.
I started growing up in Sydney, and we used to do the same thing. You'd go out to Cronulla Beach or up north to Manly Beach. You couldn't go to Bondi because it was a sewage plant at the time. But it was the same as the Greek and the Italians. There was Vietnamese, there was Chinese. Everyone was together celebrating the day and just being part of history, being part of the culture together. That's what it was all about, celebrating that one day of the year where we all celebrate the nations.
But the question is now, and I think we raised it pre-show, the movement is changing. Before it was the minority. Now, what will happen if the majority are all for the change of the date? When you get a Test cricketer, when you get Coles, Woolies, and Aldi, it doesn't matter what you think, whether your own individual view is yes or no.
Yeah.
But will there come a time when the majority will determine whether this date gets changed? That's my question. Because we're not quite at the majority yet.
No.
I still think it's the minority that feel that way. But what happens if this continues? Because 10 years ago, or 15 years ago, no one was talking about it. 30 years ago, yes, my family, we used to love it. Don't get me wrong, absolutely, because we were new Australians.
I think a lot of people like Marto and they like Aussie Aussies now are flying the flag a bit. I maybe think a little bit too much. That might get me killed. But I think now we're pretty proud to don the flag. I remember when we wanted to change the flag. We hated the flag.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that we hated the flag. We wanted to change it to the World War I flag, the red flag with the Southern Cross and stars in it instead of the blue. It was to celebrate the soldiers, of course, and the sacrifice that they made.
Sure.
There was a time there, but we've been arguing about becoming a republic for must be 20 odd years or more now.
Yeah.
And we're still not.
Yeah.
I mean, these questions and debates are always going to be about. Like I said, like Taz said, it could be a time when that minority becomes a majority.
Yeah.
And I hope it doesn't, because I mean, love it or hate it, it's part of our history, and there's a reason we celebrate it. It's part of our culture, part of our history.
We shouldn't celebrate January 18th because that's when we did land.
Not January 18th. No, that's
shitloads of people.
That is,
and then Captain Cook landed in April, so we shouldn't celebrate that either because that's when we did a lot of bad stuff. Then January 1st is New Year's Day. It's not really a day we celebrate when we became a federation. January 26th, I don't really understand why, but I think it was like raising the British flag or some bullshit.
Yeah, it was a date set aside to celebrate our nation's sovereignty.
Yeah,
it's not about Invasion Day, like you said. You mentioned those dates prior. Those are the days that we shouldn't celebrate.
No,
because they have a horrific meaning behind them. Taz, January 26th was the date set aside to celebrate sovereignty.
You think, obviously, you think we should change the date? It'll make everyone.
Oh no! I don't think. I am Switzerland. I am Switzerland with this. I'm on the fence.
Really?
I respect both views because I think as a migrant that came to this country, I think we're very blessed.
Yes.
I mean, my parents and everything, they came
and that's what I was trying to say
about
my dad being a little bit racist. Like,
yeah, that's right. But that was then.
It's like new Australians celebrate the fact that they're having a better life or a better opportunity, which I always thought was beautiful in a way.
Yeah, no, and I agree. But I think as we have grown and become more educated and learn more about the history, then you also have to start, to respect some of that as well.
Yeah, sure.
But the only way that I say is I'm not...
Should history be forgotten just because it's not pleasant?
Yeah.
No, I think it should.
All traditions be traditions. No.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a really,
I'm not
really
talking tradition. I'm talking history.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
you were saying, Marto, you made a good point. Americans wouldn't change July the 4th for anything.
No, that's right. Exactly right. They don't change Independence Day because the American Indians kick up a stink.
I'm a bit still there as well. I'm like, why do we celebrate like January 26th?
Oh my God, you guys.
But my question, Marto, and I guess to come back to your side of it. Okay, we do change the date. We do. Okay,
we're running out of time, boys.
It's the 14th of June. We're still going to have the same arguments.